Christy Serrato. I'm a volunteer with Special Olympics Michigan. Usually I am in charge of the state summer games special events area. This year we are coming to you virtually, and so tonight we are going to be doing some art activities around our theme of Country Western Hoedown. So let's get started. All right. So again, this is our virtual summer games, our special events, and this is our art activities. Our theme is Country Western Hoedown, so let's watch the video to kind of explain what we're going to do.
Hello athletes, my name is Christy Serrato. This is my daughter Grace. We're both volunteers for Special Olympics Michigan. I am usually in charge of the state summer games special events area. We are coming to you virtually this year. Our theme is Country Hoedown. That's why we're wearing our flannels. And we have 4 art activities that we're going to share with you in this video. You can do these activities with a lot of the materials from home, so we hope you like them.
Okay. So our first activity is Handprint Horses. The materials that you will need is just some paper and either crayons or markers. And here's the video about that activity.
Hi everybody, this is Christy again. This is my daughter Grace, and we are going to show you our first art activity, which is Handprint Horses. The materials that you'll need today is some white paper or any type of color construction paper, and then either some markers or crayons. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your marker and you're going to trace your hands. You're going to put your hand down on the paper and you're going to trace it. If you need help with this, you can also have somebody trace your hand. So now I'm going to trace Grace's hand just like this. I'm getting marker all over you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper, and if you put it upside down like this will be the bottom part of our horse, the 4 legs, and then this will be the face. So now what you can do is you can take your crayons and your markers and you can create a scene on there. You can finish decorating your horse. You can certainly put on some, the feet on there. Or maybe you want to draw, I'm going to draw a tree next to my horse. Like this. Let's see. Here's my black marker to make our feet. So those horses have those very loud shoes. And then they always have a big bushy tail. There's my big bushy tail. And then we'll make a face on our horsey. And then maybe some more hair up here. Oh, it looks like Grace is making some spots on hers. And then his ear. What else am I going to make? Ooh, a sunshine, because it's a nice sunny day for our horse today. Maybe we'll put some clouds in the sky, too. And then we'll have him standing in the grass because the horses love to eat that grass. So I'm going to make some grass down here. All right, Grace, why don't you put your face on yours and then we'll show everybody what we've got. Nice. And you can be as creative as you want. So here's my horse with the scenery on it, and Gracie has hers with some spots. So there you go.
All right, so that was our first activity. Our next activity is the Animal Cracker Ranch scene. For this one, you can use animal crackers. I just bought mine at the dollar store, some glue, some crayons and markers, and some construction paper. So let's watch our video for that one.
Hi guys, welcome back. Our second activity is an Animal Cracker Ranch scene. So for this one, the materials you're going to need is either some white glue or some craft glue. Either one would work. A bag of animal crackers. I just bought these at the dollar store. Some paper, and then either some markers or crayons. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and you're going to make a scene for the ranch. So you can make a barn, you can make a tree, you can make a fence, whatever it is that you would like to make to go on your ranch scene. Like Grace is going to make a barn on hers. I'm going to make a barn over on this side. Actually, mine's going to be more of like a house. I'm going to have a little pond on my farm. And this is going to be like my pen where my animals are going to stay. I'm just going to have a couple animals on my farm. And once you have your scene the way that you want it, you can be as detailed as you want. And again, you can use crayons or markers. Then you can start to put some of your animals on your scene. The bag that we has a different types of animals, but we found our farm animals. So we have some horses and some goats, and there's some cats in here. So we're going to put those all on our farm. So I'm going to put one right here inside my gate. Just like that. And then I think the kitty's gonna sit underneath the tree in the shade. Just like that. And then I'll put one more right here outside of the pen. Like that. Looks like Grace is just finishing up her scenery. She's got 2 barns on there. And then she's gonna put her animals on there too. I'm going to color in my pond while she's doing that. Okay, and you might need to wait a few minutes to let it dry, but I just wanted to show you that's what mine looks like. Oh, Grace is putting on her last finishing touches, her grass, and then she should be all done. All right, Grace, let's see yours. Oops, beautiful. So that's your ranch scene. Hi guys, welcome back.
All right, so that was our ranch scene. That was our next activity.
Our second activity.
All right, our next one is Cactus Art. And for this one, you can be really creative. You can use paint, you can use glue, you can use crayons and markers. You can use toothpicks or dry pasta or even a plastic fork with the paint, or construction paper or tissue paper. So you can get as creative as you want. And you'll see in the video that Grace and I both did something a little bit different. And here we go.
Hi guys, welcome back. So our third activity is Cactus Art. And this one you can get really creative because you can use a bunch of different materials. You can use some construction paper, some spaghetti noodles or toothpicks, tissue paper. You will most likely need either some school glue or some like tacky craft glue. You can use some markers, and you can even use a fork and some paint. So here's how you do it. So what I'm going to start with is a piece of green construction paper, and I'm going to cut out the shape for my cactus. So cactuses are kind of round and very tall, and sometimes they have like these arms sticking off them, as you can see here. It's kind of got like some arms. So I'm going to cut that shape.
And I already cut my shape from last time, so I'm going to glue that right onto my paper right here while she's cutting hers out. And what I'm going to use is I have some green paint here and a fork. So I'm going to take my fork and I'm going to put it right inside my paint here. And then I am just going to put it right at my cactus. Excuse me. Excuse me. Always sneeze into your pocket. Achoo! All right. So I'm making my cactus with my paint right here, just with my fork and my green paint.
Alright, so I've kind of cut out the shape that I want. My cactus is kind of fatter and wider, and it's got some arms on it. So I'm going to use some spaghetti noodles to create the little pokey things. So I'm just going to break the spaghetti noodle into little pieces. I'm going to add some glue at the end of my cactus. Just a little bit. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. Ooh, that was kind of a lot. And I'm just going to add on my noodle. I'm just going to add as many as I want.
Now I'm adding some sand to the bottom of my cactus because we know most of the time the cactuses we find out in the desert and it's really hot. So I made a huge sun and I'm drawing some sand at the bottom of my cactus. And again, you can use markers or crayons for this if you wanted to. And with the fork, it's kind of cool. It makes it look like a cactus.
So I'm going to use the fork for something different. I'm going to only put the tips in it, and I'm going to create little dots on mine.
Very cool.
You can always get super creative, and you don't have to do exactly what we're doing. You can make your own kind of cactus. If you want your cactus to have like 8 little arms coming off of it, then you can make 8 little arms. If you want your cactus to have toothpick little pokers, then use a toothpick. That's all what you want to do. And then I am going to use some tissue paper.
Oh.
And this is super cool. Sometimes some cactuses will have little flowers on them. So what you can do is you can take your tissue paper and a pencil and wrap the tissue paper around the pencil. And then I'm going to put my flower right here. I'm going to add some glue, and I'm just going to put the end of the pencil under the paper, take the pencil out of the tissue paper. You kind of got this cool little thing. It kind of looks like a flower. And then finally, I'm going to glue my cactus onto my paper.
Sometimes you might want to glue that cactus on first, but it still works out okay if you want to glue it at the end onto your paper.
And I think I'm going to add a nice big sun. And I'm just going to glue down my arm. I think I'm done.
All right, and that's our third activity, the cactus art.
Okay, our next activity is our last art activity, but then we have one more activity after that to get ready for the dance tomorrow night. This last one is decorating a cowboy hat. There is a hat template that you can print off for free. The website is right here. Thank you to the lovely ladies on this blog. It's a mom's blog, and I emailed her and she was gracious enough to let us use this template, so we appreciate that. If you cannot use this, or if this website is not working, you can also go to scholastic.com and type in template for cowboy hat, and you can get it from there as well. So you'll need the template, and then or you can draw your own cowboy hat if you want to. Crayons or markers, some scissors, a stapler or tape, construction paper, and then if you wanted some stickers to decorate the cowboy hat. You might need somebody to help you with the stapling and to measure how big the band is going to be around your head. So let's watch the video for that one.
Hi guys, welcome back. Our last activity is decorating a cowboy hat, which is what Grace has here. We have a template that you can print. The link is right next to the video, or if you go to scholastic.com and you look for a cowboy hat pattern, you can find this template. So Grace is now going to explain to us what we need.
So for this, you are probably going to want this, or if you want to draw your own cowboy hat and cut it out, you can do that too. You're going to need some construction paper. Any color will work. You can choose which color you want. You can either use crayons or some markers for this. You're going to want some scissors and either a stapler with some staples or some tape. So first what you're going to want to do is decorate your cowboy hat. So I am going to draw some flowers on mine.
And again, you can use markers or crayons for this, or colored pencils, whatever you would like to use or whatever you have at home. The other thing you can do is if you have some stickers lying around too, you can certainly decorate it with stickers if you wanted to, or some stamps. So any of those things you could use in order to decorate the hat.
So you can color it just one color, and maybe different spots of the hat can be a different color, like my mom is doing, or you can do what I'm doing and kind of add on like some designs or something, either using crayons, markers, colored pencils, or maybe some stickers or something.
Cut this out kind of quick, and then we'll show you what our next step is. I'll let you cut yours out. So after your hat has been decorated and cut out, you can choose what color construction paper you want to use for your headband. I think I'm going to go with yellow because I have some yellow stars on my cowboy hat. So what you're going to want to do is, once you have your construction paper that you wanted, you're just going to cut out a couple of strips because it kind of depends on how, we have to measure how big your head is around the side. So I'm going to cut out a couple of strips, probably 2 or 3 would be fine. And actually, I think we'll just have Grace use the same color so that we can use both of it in order to do our headband. So there's that. Oops, sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure how much I need this for my head, for my forehead. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple this first because that's a little bit easier. So I'm going to staple and staple. If you're not comfortable using this, please have an adult help you or somebody else help you if you need some help. And let's see if I got it. Yeah, that's pretty close. That's about right for me. So I'm going to staple it around the other side here along the back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cowboy hat. Now when you staple on your hat, you want to staple the band so it's almost even with this band here, so your cowboy hat doesn't flop over. So I'm going to staple that, or you can tape it. And again, just be careful, watch your fingers. I'm going to staple it on there right there.
So I'm going to take this one off, and I'm going to measure my head using beans because I just finished cutting off.
And if you need help, you can always have somebody help you do that. I'll staple this together real quick. And then, how's that feel, Grace?
Feels good.
Good? All right, so we're going to staple that together. Perfect. And then she's going to staple it to her cowboy hat. And again, kind of right where that band is where it's the best place to staple it. Or again, you can tape it. You can even glue it, but if you glue it, you can't put it on right away because it's going to be wet. She's going to staple that right there. There you go. Made a cowboy hat. So that's all our art activities that we have. There is one more activity. Miss Peggy from My Chance to Dance has the 5th activity, which is you can make your own pom-poms for our big dance party tomorrow night. So make sure to check that one out. Thanks for doing art with us, and we look forward to seeing all of your awesome art activities. When you finish, feel free to take pictures and post them to the Special Olympics Facebook page. We'd love to see it. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, So that was our 4 art activities. The next activity, Miss Peggy is going to teach us how to make a pom-pom for the dance party tomorrow night. For this one, you need some tape, either masking tape or duct tape, some markers, some paper towel, and then something to put the paper towel on as the base of your pom-pom. It could be a straw, a stick, a pencil, or a pen, and then some scissors. So let's watch that video. Here we go.
Hello, it's Peggy from CC Plus, My Chance to Dance, and I'm here today to make some pom-poms with you. Since we've been doing all of dancing at home, either on our weekly Zoom calls or with the music therapy camp coming up next week, the Eric Rickstar Music Therapy Camp out of Lansing, we're going to be doing it virtually next week. And then in July, we're going to be doing some virtual dancing with Special Olympics. So I thought it'd be fun for you to make some pom-poms at home so that you'll be able to have them for when the music starts and we can get dancing. So this one is made with a couple straws. I put 2 straws in this one, some tape, and this is just paper towel that we're going to cut up and then decorate with some markers. So let's make one. I'm going to do it with a stick this time since I already have one with a straw. And I'm thinking to make it a little safer, I am going to cover with some tape. This is like duct tape, but you can do any type of tape, probably even like a Band-Aid, but I'm gonna cover up that end, and I'm also gonna cover up the other end, just so that it is not sharp. This I just went out in the backyard and got. So there's our stick, ready to go. Now I'm gonna just take some paper towel, and I'm going to make some cuts. So I'm not cutting it all the way up because I want to be able to tape it, but I'm cutting part of the way up. Now you could either do your cuts first or you could do your coloring first. It's up to you. You could do some rainbow stripes and then go back and cut them out afterwards. So cutting these. And you can make little strips or big strips. I'm gonna get this moving a little faster, make some big strips. These scissors are not the best for cutting through this paper. There we go, much better. I don't know why those scissors aren't working so good. But you work with what you got, right? Okay, so now you're gonna take some markers. These are just the washable markers. You can use Sharpie markers too, chalk markers, paint pens, whatever you would like to color with. You could probably even color them with crayons. You just have to be careful not to rip through too much on your paper. I'm not even going to color it all the way to the top. I'm going to leave some of it because that's going to get covered up with tape. So I'm going to add some orange. What's your favorite color? Whatever your favorite color is what you can color these. Now, these will kind of remind me of my tie-dye shirt for My Chance to Dance. So I'm going to make them rainbow colors. But you can leave some of them white. You can leave the back of it white, or you can flip all of this over and color the back of the paper too. So I'm just kind of holding the paper down, doing the marker kind of sideways so I get the broader part of it so it colors up faster. And I'm doing this on a table that I have covered with some newspaper so that we protect the table and I don't get marker all over everything. Of course, I am getting it on my hands, but this is washable marker, so I'll be able to wash it right off. I need to be careful of my nice white shirt because I'm not always very careful when it comes to coloring and painting. I'm a very free-form, artistic person that sometimes makes a mess. Just ask my husband. So I'll do blue, I'm gonna do a green and a yellow. If you're doing this with me, go right ahead and you can be doing your coloring too. All right, I'm gonna do green and yellow, and then I'm gonna get putting the rest of it together. Green is my favorite, so I'm gonna have a nice big green section. This is a pretty emerald green. So it doesn't have to be perfect because I can go back and make it nicer later. I could add more stuff to it. There's my green. Let's do some yellow. There we go. And for now, I'm going to leave the other ones, the other strips in there. Just leave them white for now. So, got some strips and got them colored. And now I'm going to take my stick. I think I'll go on, this one will be the side A, hold on to. And so I'm going to take the stick, and now I'm going to wrap all of the paper towel around it. Let those strips hang down. Like I said, you can do this with a pencil or a pen or with straws. Okay, so I got that top part all wrapped around the stick. You see that's in the shape. And now comes the tape. So like I said, you can use Scotch tape, you can use duct tape, you can use electrical tape, really anything that's going to hold it on there. I think one of my tapes here is actually tape that you would use for medical tape and put keeping gauze on. So I'm going to wrap it around first up here. Get it on there. So that's why I wasn't worried too much about coloring all the way up to the top, because it's going to get covered by the tape anyway. And so now I've got a pom-pom that I can shake. And then here's my other one. So now when we get the music going, I've got some pom-poms that I can shake, add some color, add some fun, get back to how we like to dance in class. So I hope you're going to make some pom-poms too, and I will see you on Zoom as we start doing some of our dancing. And I hope to see some of the pom-poms that you make and see how fun they turned out. Everybody, I hope you have a great day. I cannot wait to start dancing in person again. See you soon.
Okay, so that's the activities that you can do at home with some of the materials that you have at home. Thanks again for participating in our art activities. Please feel free to take photos of your finished activities and your pom-poms and share them on the Special Olympics Michigan Facebook page. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you in person next year. Bye-bye.